Welcome back to Rants. And when I was a kid, people weren't afraid to eat cantaloupes. To shave your sheep, to go outside to get the newspaper, to bang your head against a light post while constantly yelling, "Why?" No, no, and possibly. Instead, it's time to take another look at everybody's favorite channel, Disney Channel. It's been almost a year since I looked at this heartburn of a channel, and within 1 year, this channel has gotten stupider and has proved that it might be turning kids into zombies. Well, time for me to get my painkillers ready. Here's my fourth rant on Disney Channel. Well, before I officially start, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. Over the summer, I babysat my cousins again, and there were times when we watched Disney Channel. They had their bumpers for Disney Channel Summer all set up, and they were airing those over the summer. However, I babysat my cousins the previous summer as well, and I thought the bumpers looked really familiar. Do you know why? They were the same bumpers from 2010's Disney Channel Summer. In fact, one bumper even had the number 2010 right in the middle of it. Wow! This channel has gotten so lazy they can't even change their bumpers, they just reuse ones from last year. Wake up, Disney! This isn't 2010 anymore, it's 2011. Get with it! Golly, if they're so lazy they can't even change their bumpers, then I'm afraid for myself as to what kind of programming they could still be airing. I talked about this show before, but I might as well talk about it again. Anyway, this is a sitcom about a family. And that's about it. Yep, this family isn't a group of superheroes. They're not aliens. They're not monsters. They aren't even foreigners running an ice cream stand across the street from the street that has the local gun shop and video store. They're just a family. A happy, normal, bland, boring, sappy, annoying family. Yeah, because we haven't seen a show like this before. Anyway, the basic plot of this show is the family is making home videos and giving life tips to Charlie, the baby of the family, for future references. This reminds me of when I watched the home video of me being kidnapped by Bigfoot while my parents sit, reading the paper, and keep saying, "Nice cannonball, Ben." Oh, how I wish Bigfoot would kidnap me instead of me having to watch this show. Anyway, this is a typical Disney Channel sitcom where a studio audience, a recording of a studio audience watching a better show, laughs at everything happening. And I just sit there with a casual look on my face while I fantasize about watching something that is funny. Bottom line, this show is more painful to watch than a reality show about dancing celebrities. The plot is cliched, the characters are one-dimensional, the jokes aren't jokes, and it is just a boring sitcom. I will admit, though, I'm glad Disney is actually making a show where teens aren't the main focus. It's great they're actually trying to add variety. However, it doesn't work. If you're going to make a family sitcom, make a good family sitcom, not one that makes Full House look funny by comparison. Of all the other shows that isn't Phineas and Ferb on Disney Channel, I think Good Luck Charlie was the show I could handle the most. Yeah, it only gets worse from here. We now move on to another show I talked about previously, Wizards of Waverly Place. A show about teenage wizards that don't really do anything interesting, but be teenage wizards. Since I've last talked about this show, it's had several specials that involve the wizards fighting against monsters that we all loved, but have been dumbed down in today's society. There was, of course, Wizards vs. Vampires. The vampires didn't get to suck any blood, seduce any women, or just be cool. All they did was get defeated by the wizards in a stupid teen sitcom. Well, at least these vampires didn't sparkle. Next came Wizards vs. Zombies. Again, putting these types of creatures in a kids show seems stupid because it just makes an embarrassment out of them and doesn't show off how awesome they could be. George A. Romero is rolling in his grave. Wait a minute, he's not dead. Thank goodness. Anyway, next came Wizards vs. Werewolves, and upcoming Wizards vs. Everything. Oh, don't stop there. How about Wizards vs. Frankenstein's Creations? Or Wizards vs. Bronies? Heck, Wizards vs. Godzilla juggling King Kongs while jumping on the blob as a trampoline. Huh? How about that? Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is, these specials are getting annoying. Why do the wizards have to keep facing off against all the figures of my childhood? You're a show about teenage wizards. You facing off against toned-down monsters isn't going to help your coolness factor. Anyway, Wizards of Waverly Place is still on and has over 100 episodes. How? I don't know. Selena Gomez still looks like she's 10 years old, and this show is still just the bland teen sitcom that Disney Channel has come to be known for. And I'm still waiting for soccer moms to get this show pulled from the air due to the show practicing witchcraft. If awesome things like Harry Potter and The Princess and the Frog can get criticized, then why not this show? Oh, what do you know? There's actually another show that Disney Channel is trying out. Too bad that's a complete rip-off! That's right, this is So Random, a spin-off of Sunny with a Chance, which got cancelled because it was so horrible. Or because Demi Lovato left it, I don't know. Anyway, this show is a sketch show starring teenagers. A sketch show starring teenagers? That sounds familiar. Yeah, this is a rip-off of all that! Wow, I don't know if I should be happy they're ripping off a good show, or mad because they're ripping off a good show. Anyway, with the little bits I've seen of this show, there was one skit called MC Grammar, where a kid impersonating MC Hammer was correcting kids that were having a rap battle's English mistakes. Okay, here's a few reasons why this sketch is stupid. 1. If I'm not mistaken, grammar is written. If it's spoken, it's speech. So this sketch can't even get its own vocabulary right. Ironic, ain't it? 2. This isn't the early 90s anymore, as much as I hope it was, so no kids these days aren't going to know who the heck MC Hammer is. Heck, I'm from the 90s and I don't even know who the heck he is. And 3. Way to teach kids how to rap battle. They'll be getting in fights on the school playgrounds in no time. So, yeah, this is yet another flop from the Disney Channel trying to be different. I appreciate its effort, but it should stop messing around with shows starring teenagers and have stuff that Walt Disney himself might have approved of. Is that too much to freaking ask? Another new show. And guess what? It's another freaking teen sitcom! Give me a freaking break! So, what's this show about? Teenagers in high school. Are you kidding me? What is with Disney making nothing but freaking teen sitcoms? All that's on this channel is freaking teen sitcoms. Where the truck is the variety? You call yourself Disney Channel, and yet you're airing programming that Walt Disney himself would have fired anyone on the spot if they ever brought the idea up. I know, Walt Disney was for the future, but he also believed in entertainment for kids and adults, not just for stupid little kids who haven't even stepped foot in high school and have probably never hung out with teenagers in their life. Gosh, it ticks me off. Anyway, this show was stupid as well. I watched bits and pieces of it, and of course, there's no humor, but laughter's still heard. I remember one scene where a robot drives into a room and the audience laughed. Then one kid said, "Look, a robot!" and the audience laughed again. What the truck? Statements. That would be like if somebody laughed every time I said one sentence to my friend. This crap isn't funny, so why are you making it out to be funny? Son of a witch! Another thing, one kid on this show, whose name escapes me, was seen talking to his hand that was dressed up as a girl he had a crush on, and he kissed it. I guess being creepy is acceptable in this show. Anyway, this is another crappy show from Disney Channel's library. One gimmick the show is going for is that every episode title has the word ant in it. Isn't that cute? No, it isn't. What a joke. Oh my gosh! Another teen sitcom! Will they ever end? Anyway, this show is about two friends that are dancers. The dancers are teens and they go to high school with other teens. Gee, who would have guessed? Some moments of this show involved a guy wearing cowboy boots and laughter being directed towards the cowboy boots. I guess cowboy boots are comedic gold these days. Anyway, this is yet another show that is just as bland and boring as Disney Channel's other shows. Also, every episode of this show has a gimmick to where each episode title has "it up" in the title. Again, it's not cute. Cut it out. Well, seeing as how these shows are really getting on my nerves, let's take a quick glance of other Disney Channel shows. Prank Stars, a ripoff of Punk'd, except it's people getting pranked, not celebrities. And Jessie, another teen sitcom where a teenager is a nanny. How the heck does that work? Who cares? It's a teen sitcom. Yeah, so these are the kinds of shows that Disney Channel is showing. A bunch of teen sitcoms or shows that star teenagers. Yeah, because those have a lot to do with Disney. The only exceptions are Phineas and Ferb and Fish Hooks, with Phineas and Ferb being the only good show on Disney Channel, and in my opinion has gotten funnier as of recently. The good work, Jeff Swampy Marsh and Dan Povenmire. Another stupid thing Disney does is make their own original movies. And I use the term original loosely because a lot of their movies are just rip-offs of other movies. High School Musical is a Grease rip-off, Lemonade Mouth is basically the Breakfast Club as a musical, and Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure is if some guy decided to make a movie about Barbie. Yeah, so Disney Channel original movies are yet another reason why this channel is a teenage wasteland. And that's about all I can take. And there's my fourth rant on Disney Channel. I know I didn't watch a lot of the shows I ranted about, but can you really blame me? They're so bad that I can only watch a few seconds of them, and even that is pushing it. I am just so ticked that for a channel that claims to be about Disney, it has nothing Disney related on the channel. Phineas and Ferb is the only good thing on this channel that comes closest to being something that Disney would approve of. How the heck could something with a big name behind it be so bad? Well, the president of the channel, Ashley Sweeney, even claimed that Disney Channel is not focusing to entertain people. It's just there to make money by making programs strictly for little girls and preteens. Ouch. Way to make yourself look like a greedy witch and sacrifice creativity for your own greedy needs. That's it. From now on, I'm no longer referring to this channel as Disney Channel. I'm just going to refer to it as Channel. Yeah, that sounds appropriate. And is there anyone out there over the age of 12 that has the guts to defend this channel? Anyone? Anyone? That's what I thought. Anyway, I'm Ben, and I'm signing out. I'm going to go start a search for Bigfoot. He still has my toothbrush.